Let's park the solution and let's look at the two things that I really think are what bridging this generation gap require. The first and the foremost, the most important thing we got to do is acknowledge people, recognize them for their ideas, and validate them. We all know we need to do this. It's not news to you. You're like, that's not revolutionary. I know, but why don't we do it? Why is this not part of our culture? Why is it not something that we are constantly doing to one another when we see people? I did a survey of my own LinkedIn network. It got some 600 views. And the results said that only 24% of the people who responded, 24%, said that their work culture was acknowledgement and recognition on a consistent basis. 24%. It's not the greatest number in terms of telling people good job. Now, granted, wasn't a ton of people that responded, but maybe that's because they were not so sure whether or not their employer would see if they said, our culture's terrible. So is it really 24% or could it be a lot worse? Not just my studies. Harvard, Gallup, Achievers have all done studies, just to name a few, all about this acknowledgement culture. And the trends show across the board that the more frequent that you acknowledge an employee, the better off they are going to be, the happier they are going to be, the more productive they are going to be, and the more they'll have a sense of belonging. Now, when I say frequent, we're not talking quarterly. That's not good enough. We need to do weekly. We need to do consistently. It needs to be a part of the culture.